Welcome to the stream, guys! Let me adjust my camera. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome! Today, hopefully, we'll be... Hey, Jello! Welcome! Today we'll be hopefully finishing this guy. I finally got an actual palette, so I can wipe the paint off. Although, we'll see. I tried saving last stream's paint in a Ziploc bag with moisture and sticking it in the fridge, so we'll see if that works. I didn't have a Stay Wet palette. So I'm like, I never need a Stay Wet palette. Oh, the hubris. Well, it still looks very wet, so I think it worked. Ooh, it's messy. It's messy! No! Alright. It's fine. It's fine. I'll live in squalor. Alright. Yeah, it's still wet, so hey, good news. The impromptu Stay Wet palette worked, but boy, is it curling. Stop it! Goodness. Okay. Yay, we still have paint, so I don't have to mix new paint yet. Maybe, kind of. Oh goodness, my phone. Alright. Cosmic Leon Art and Games, hello! How are you, Leon? Welcome! Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna finish this guy, hopefully, maybe, potentially, with a limited color palette. Good news! I impromptu'd a Stay Wet palette by just sticking my acrylic paint in a Ziploc bag in the fridge with moisture in it, and it worked! It's still wet! Huzzah! So I didn't think it would... Oh, that's what I'm missing! I'm missing water! God damn it. I knew I was missing something. Give me a second. Your hair is cute today? Oh, thank you! I just threw it up in a bun. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a cute style today! And then I never did anything besides the bun. But hey, I think it's cute. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back and grab some water. I forgot to get water before this scene. I'll be back. I'm back. I have water. I got water for my paint. I'm not like Christian, who's like, you need medium. You need to use medium with your acrylics. No! We use water, we die like real men. Put some of this good goop on the palette. I got a new palette, Leon. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about my palette. I don't know which brush to use. No! Alright. Why not need the palette knife then? That's good. Goodness, I am a mess. Bit of a mess today. I think I'll use this one. Oh, will I? My layout's all different, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to art, not knowing what you're doing ever. I just didn't like how, like, I lost this one part of hair. There's no hair showing through, so I'm gonna pretend like you can still see the yellow, the fluorescence behind it, but this stuff is not opaque at all. Or it's too transparent. So we're just gonna put in some yellow and pretend like I definitely didn't paint super opaque over that bit. Let it dry. Pick up my brushes. This one's too soft. This is probably a watercolor brush, honestly. I don't know why it's here. I mean, I do know why it's here. It's all my, like, kind of cringe, not very good brushes. I probably need to invest in, like, decent acrylic brushes that are dedicated to acrylics. I have dedicated oil brushes. They're like any brush. Honestly, chat, if a brush is short like this, it should be for watercolor. If they're, like, longer, then they are for oil or acrylic. All of my long brushes are for oil right now, so I need to get, like, a dedicated, not oil one. Because I don't like mixing them, because that can be bad. I mean, it's art. You can do what you want with art. It's a nice thing about art. But I like to follow some made-up rules. So, yeah. That's how I like to do things. What am I doing? Great question. See if I can't scoop up. Okay, well that worked great. gonna jump right into the painting, to be honest. Yeah. Just a little guy. And having extra brush soap. Yeah, I probably should get extra brush soap, to be honest. I have like the bar of art brush soap that I use. I should use that. And what do you call it? Gamsil? Gamsil by Gamblin. That I'd love for the oil painting. I probably should invest in like those specific paints for brushes, to keep your brushes nice. I get so many people. I work in an art store too, part-time, and they're like, oh, my brushes are all messed up, what do I do? And I'm like, oh, you need proper brush soap. But here I am, only using that one bar of soap. It's kind of like mid, not gonna lie. I probably need to get like the Winsor Newton brush cleaner, because that stuff like really, like if you're you use acrylic and it gets really gunked up, it can fix them. It can fix your acrylic, which is great. I think I'll use this one maybe. So I probably should cover. I don't like these spots. We'll start going over it. And again, I need a maul stick probably one day, but will I ever get one? Not today. Probably, I don't know, Christmas or 2 from now. Or just cave and order one on Amazon. I don't know. I didn't really like there's only like one design online. In the art store we have, I don't like the ones we have. It's like metal. I want the traditional one with the artists. Who is this coming into my chat? Man. Words. That's a long word. Dyslexia's killing me. Also, it's kind of a dark green, hard to read. Ugh. Stop advertising in here. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can see that, but some person's advertising in here. It's like, okay, thanks. Don't need that, but okay. Thanks for oh man, on Instagram, I keep getting these people who are like, we really like your art, we really like your profile. They don't even say art. They're like, we love your profile and we think you'd be a great representative for like insert whatever product they're shilling. To be fair, at least they have some, it's like things that I would kind of like this specific kind of like goth jewelry or whatever. But I'm like, bruh, can you even tell me what you like about my profile? You didn't even mention that I do art. Name like 3 art pieces you like or you're a hack. So I just kind of block them at this point. Like, come on. Please don't do this. Don't do this to me. Should probably write a note, actually. Get maul stick. That way I remember. It has been noted. Now if I forget, it's on me. And not just my forgetful brain. Then again, trying to remember to look at what I wrote down. That's also something tricky sometimes. I want more yellow here. I need a lot more yellow. This is too thick. So, yee. Yes, okay, we're doing stuff. I think there's also brush shaper gel now. I found on Amazon, but they probably have, we do have brush shaper actually. If our brushes are looking like unhinged like this guy, oh, can I do the beauty focus, please? It's not terrible, but like, come on, focus. Hello, focus, maybe, hello? Like this brush is kind of scraggly, kind of seen better days. Not the worst. I keep decent, my brush is in decent health, but he's kind of going here. He's like all scraggly and scrunkly. But there are brushes that are worse. That are like like really all frayed. There's a shaper, guys. Chat, if you don't know, Jello Maid brought up a great point. You can buy shaper and it'll just. It's like a little, like, if you ever see people with, like, their hair is crazy and they'll put in, like, a hair mousse and it makes it all smooth and nice. That's what they do for the brushes. It gives them a little hair gel. Makes them, returns them back to their normal shape, conditions them. It's great. Brushes can be expensive, chat. Let's be real. Art supplies expensive, so you want to take care of your art supplies. Oh, where's my water spray bottle? Goodness, I'm so unprepared today. I was like, oh yeah, I planned. Oh, there it is. It's behind the tank. I can't see it. It was hiding from me. There, good enough. Okay. I don't like that this is curling, but I can't do much about it. Besides putting stuff in the way to weigh it down. Weigh it down with the sins of what it's done. And then I have my spray bottle and I make it all wet. Spray it. I'm just really like chuffed that it did my impromptu little what do you call it? My impromptu stay wet palette worked. Ziploc bag with water in it. And then just seal it. Make a vacuum. It can't escape. It can't dry out. So for those of you who don't know, chat, stay wet palettes are great. They are like a box with like a sponge on it. You make the sponge kind of moist. There's a special paper you put on top, not unlike palette paper, and then you put your paints on it. And then when you're done, you put a lid on it, and it's like all sealed like Tupperware. It's a really fancy Tupperware for artists, basically. You could actually make your own stay wet palette out of Tupperware. Just find Tupperware, line the bottom with sponge, put like palette paper on top. Make sure the sponge is like moist. Spray the palette paper, put your paint on it, spray that. Then when you're done, you just close your Tupperware and put it in the fridge. Great way to keep it staying the same. Where is my brush? What brushes am I using today? So, yeah, I don't have any good examples for like scraggly, skunkly brushes. That was the most kind of unhinged one. Even the really bad ones are still in decent shape. I've seen worse. So people come into the store like, it's all like, it's like, goodness, the stories I could tell, but I shan't tell them as long as I'm working there. You know, it's a great store to work at. I won't name the one, but they're great. They're lovely. They're amazing. Yes. Yep. I forget what I'm doing. What am I doing? Right. Oh, this is finally dry now. Yes. I know I was freaking out last stream because it wasn't dry. I couldn't do anything. Okay, well, what's the point? I don't know. Give me. I don't know what I'm doing. Today that's fun. What am I doing? A lot of using my finger, but luckily I'm not working with cadmium, so it is completely fine. If you are working with cadmium or cobalt or anything that's toxic, wear gloves, chat, please, for the love of God. This is why I need a mouse stick. Can I make an impromptu one? I know I bought a stick like ages ago, but I don't know where it is. It's what happens when you move, chat. You move and suddenly you don't know where anything is. It's behind. Give me a second. Let me take a look. A gander. Alright, no, I thought it was in a corner nearby, but it's not. I like the perfect round little stick. It was so satisfying and great, and I made my own mall stick, but it's missing. I don't know where I put it. I have to make another one. Ah. Wait for things to dry like a sane person. Do I not have something to use for that? I don't. Oh well. Oh well. Also, chat, I did a thing. I rearranged some of the studio. I'm gonna take you on a little tour. Actually, I'm gonna be distracted. Hi. I redid the Christian side of the art studio, so there's a little shelf there now. Huzzah! And it's more organized and not quite so much a mess. Not quite as dusty. Still hella dusty. No wonder the man's allergy acts up. I'm just very lucky to not be dust allergic or allergic to dust. We've been blessed. What am I doing? Right, painting. God damn it. I need to find a mouse. I can use a chopstick. Maybe. Nope. Immediately fails the task. Wow. Not even successfully. It's not long enough. I'm just trying to think. Long stick. Need the long stick. Where would I get one of those? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We'll live. We'll just suffer. Suffer just a bit. Okay, this is... no. I've lost the vibe. That's the sucky thing about, like, doing a painting, taking a break from it for a week, coming back, getting back into that exact headspace is tricky. I need to learn how to do that, so that's why we're doing it. That's why we're suffering today. Because it's a task I must learn if I'm to be successful. Because I can't just pull an all-nighter on a painting and not stop. I mean, I could, but that's not healthy. Maybe I can... It's getting really annoying not having a stick. I have something. Fuck it, we'll see if we can't use like a palette knife or something. It's nice and springy. Probably bad for the palette knife, but I don't care. At this moment in time, I need to be able to do things. I don't like that. I need to blend it. It's too dark, but it's fine. Again, I'm resting it on the wet spot. Goodness. It's annoying as hell. And then we'll blend it with this other brush. Ooh, I don't like what it's doing. It's not good at all. It's fine. It's fine. Well, let's go other places. I squeaked. There's that. Out a bit. Cause I really like what I was going with it. And like, it's not done, but like, I don't want to ruin what I'm doing either. So that's something we need to deal with. So, how have you been, Chad? How have you been? Anything exciting happen? I've had a lot of exciting things happen to me lately. I might have forgotten to say it last stream, but I know maybe it was last weekend. I don't remember. There was a big, really cool ship that came into town. So usually, chat, I always leave the house like 3 hours before work starts because my commute is 2. Gives me an extra hour of shenaniganery, mostly if the train or the bus is late. I am not late. I like being an hour early to all functions. I am just German that way. Yes, but I saw on my trip in the bay, because I passed the bay, the ocean, I live by the coast, I saw this thing I've never seen before. A giant masts peeking in through the dark. They're all aglow, and I'm like, it's not the circus, is it? And I look, and no, it's the masts of a ship, like a pirate ship. The only pirate ships we get here, chat, these little itty bitty, like, maybe 1-2 story tall, to use, like, city terms. These really small little party ships that aren't actually really pirate ships. They're like a boat with an engine, but they're spruced up to look like pirate ships for the tourists. This thing, though, this thing was not that. It was a beast. It was massive. Like a proper, like, old-timey sailing boat. Like, 3-4 masts. Like, the masts were as tall as the nearby, like, basketball arena. And that thing's big. Like, several, like, 6-10 stories tall. It was massive. It was crazy. And I'm like, I have no idea when this thing's gonna be back in harbor. It might be just here for an evening or a morning. And it might not be there when I'm back from work. So I did stop mid-commute just to check this out. This thing was amazing. It was beautiful, like white. The sun was coming up. It was stunning. I was just in awe of this ship. It had a giant Peruvian flag flowing behind it. It was in full, like, regalia, covered in, like, different flags. Like, she was going all out, this ship. It was called the Union, and I look, and I'm like, oh, that's really neat. I go into work, and then one of my coworkers is like, oh, yeah, that's the Union. They're, like, doing a tour. You can actually go on the ship. And I'm like, what? And I look it up. So apparently, The Peruvian Navy has been doing this world tour since last year. They've been circumnavigating the globe in this ancient, like, 1800s replica training ship of theirs. Just being like, hey, Peru is a really cool country. Look at this onboard museum we have about how cool Peru is. And they're just going around the world doing that. And I thought that was pretty neat. So, like, after work that day, I went on board. And it was really cool. Just to see this, like, old, like, proper sailing ship. Like, the stuff you see in, like, Pirates of the Caribbean. It was crazy. Unfortunately, didn't get to ask too many questions. My Spanish is not that good. Most of the crew is only Spanish speaking, which is fine in Miami. Most of the people most of the tourists on board were, like, because Miami, everyone speaks Spanish. I am behind on the curve on that. I'm working on it. Yeah, but it was still very impressive. There's a cute museum on board about, like, how awesome Peru is. I, growing up, had a friend whose family was from Peru, so I did know a good deal about it already. But it was just really neat to me. Just, they were in, like, Miami for, like, 3 days. Actually, I'm so mad. I had to work that day, but apparently the Saturday they were there. I actually need to check. So they were hoping to do they wanted to break the Guinness Book of World Records for most tamales served and tasted. So they were just giving out free tamales, and had like a festival and dancers, and it was crazy, and I'm so mad I missed it. But at least I got to see really cool shit. But that was just insane to me. Like, that was crazy. It was awesome. It was a great opportunity. It's gone now, but it was really cool to visit. I was pretty much telling everyone at work, like, oh, you need to see this cool ship. It's so awesome. So I got a ton of reference photos of the ships, like the masts and things. We didn't go below deck, so only like the top deck in this one room with the museum in it. And like there were some portions you could peek into, like you could peek into like the room where the captain sits and navigates, because they had a lot of like the modern functions too. Like they had a sonar and radio, and like there's even music playing, like just built into the mast was like radios and stuff. And like you could peek into like the navigation place where like there's the captain and they have the maps and the really modern looking sextant, which was really cool. And also I could peek into the galley. So those are like the rooms that you could peek into while being on the first deck. So that was really neat. It was so cool. I'm glad I got to do that. Sometimes it's important to make time to be potentially sidetracked. I'm really glad I did get sidetracked. Otherwise I'd just be like, I wonder about that pirate ship. You know? So it was really neat. So if you're, I think it's in Jamaica right now. It's going home soon. They went from like Peru, an island somewhere in the Pacific, Guam, Japan, Korea, somewhere in Indonesia, India, I think Egypt, Greece, I think Spain. Don't quote me on that. They went through the Mediterranean, and then they went down. Oh, they went to Boston, and then to Miami, and now they're in Jamaica, and then they're gonna go to the Dutch Curacao Island, then through the Panama Canal, maybe one more stop, and then they're gonna go back to Peru. But I thought that was really neat. It was really cool, chat. Like, I don't know, I like old-timey things, I like vintage things, I like unusual things, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, let me check something real quick. But yeah, that was a really cool thing that happened. Yesterday I got to see a band with some of my good friends, my good friend Jello Sketch, and some other friends who aren't in the chat. I got to see, I don't know how, but they found me. So I haven't done concerts since, like, I haven't been to a concert since, like, high school. 1 second. I need to write something, just so I don't forget. Right, okay, back to painting and talking about random things. I don't like that. I want it showing through. I have a little bit of the purple. I'm still trying that limited color palette. It might be a little more exaggerated than it's supposed to be. But that should be fine. That's what art's all about, right? Right? Just doing your own thing. Alright, I don't like how not clean that is. I'm gonna scrungle it out. Do a better line for that. Alright, that's good enough. Beat of blending. Excellent. More purple on this side too. It's too not purple enough. But yeah, so I got to see a really cool concert. I haven't done concerts since high school. Really, like, so as a kid in like high school, we went to like a Muse. Well, two things. First concert I ever went to was a Hillsong concert with like my Christian youth group back when I was Christian, and you know, kind of mid. I was very overwhelmed. I fell asleep the whole concert because it was big enough that there was like nosebleeds and like we were sitting on a picnic blanket in the grass. And I just fell asleep through it because apparently one of my stress responses is just taking a nap, just sleeping. So I slept through most of it. It was like so loud, too much, unfortunately. Second concert I went to, and honestly the first concert I actually enjoyed, was a Muse concert, also in high school. And that one I didn't sleep through. We were also on the grass though, but that was nice. That was fun. I had fun with that one, with some friends. And then I think this is the next concert I've been to. Was a I don't know how but they found me concert, which is pretty cool. It was fun. I had a good time. A little stressful because meeting everyone up at the same time was tricky because it's Miami. The traffic is abysmal. So one of our friends almost didn't make it. Like they missed like the opening band, which was a shame because they're pretty good. I mean, we missed most of the opening band too, to be honest. Because again, traffic in Miami is just getting abysmal. But it was fun. It was great. I had a good time. If you don't know, I don't know how, but they found me. You should check them out. They're a good band. I'm just gonna imply his necklace in, I think. Maybe the black. Yep. Because I can do that. A little too hyper to like do the exact details, so just to like imply it, just put in some color and some paint and it's fine. It's fine. We don't need the details. What? What? No. Maybe a little. It's hard to talk and do details, you know? I have to focus on one or the other. Listen, chat, I can only do one or the other, alright? So don't expect too much from me. Probably should have let it have some highlights, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Just go in it later. I don't like how that's blending out. It needs to be blended out more. Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong color. Alright, whatever. We'll roll with it. I think too, we'll just... He has this interesting piercing right there that I can't quite see, but it's there. We'll go back in with like a white or something to do highlights. Fret not. Yep. I think I'll go... Actually, no, I need to do another layer of the yellow here so I can have that like yellow popping through. So I want that. But it's really opaque, or transparent, not opaque. I need it to be more opaque, but good luck finding a fluorescent that is opaque. You know what I should do? What be smarter? I'm not being smart right now. White. Just paint it white. And then, when that's dry, you can go in with your fluorescent, and it'll be all good and dandy. I'll do that now. A little bit of white. Because that's nice and opaque, especially this titanium white. Titanium white is excellent for its covering power. Alright. Maybe here as well. Yeah. Maybe I can actually go in and do like some of the little dots for the necklace. 'Cause I kinda didn't do that, and I should have, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, I should probably put in the pearls, because he is wearing pearls, or they, I don't know. I don't know, it's just a person, just a guy, just a dude, a pal, that I found on Pinterest. Just to practice, to be honest. Yeah, practice on like just drawing people. I need to draw more people. I need to paint more too, paint bigger. This isn't like big. I need to still set up my setup to be good for painting large, which it is not right now. Need to figure that out. I'm sure I can. It'll be easy, but we're just not there yet. Need to probably get like a standing canvas to, or an easel. Need an easel to do that. Yeah. So we'll invest in one at some point, just not at the moment. Get some values in. There we are. It's cheating, but it's fine. Arts, you're allowed to cheat in art. Pro tip, you can cheat. You're allowed to cheat. Just a little. Or a lot. I wonder if I can mix like an opaque white with the fluorescent. Probably be a lot whiter. It's like, that's more like an inference, but whatever. It's fine. And then there's a little bit there, and a stripe there, and a dab there, yeah. Oh, I could do this bit that was bothering me last time. I can fix that. Make that lid a tad bit lower, because there's more space between the iris and the lower lid. There's more space than I gave him, so. I should actually bring this lid up and that lid down. Oh well. Scrungle in some of that whitish, that's like an inference white at this point, like inference yellow. I'm using the, yeah. So it's still coming a long way. It's going good. It's going. Is this, no, it's still wet. Frick. Alright. I can actually probably do highlights though, the inference. Maybe? A little bit, yeah. Yeah, we can. Not as accurate as I'd like it to be, but it shall suffice. Here, let me yoink. And then a stripey here and here, and good enough. That was still wet, frick. Okay. Thanks. Just gonna really lay it on thick. Oh. I need to bring this eyelid up. It's still wet. Frick my life. You just focus just a tad, chat. Sorry, I'm not super talkative when I'm focused. I need to make sure I get this just right. Make his eyeball a little bigger. Alright, maybe a bit of water, frick. Yeah, that should suffice, and then I will make it less red later, but now it's like a nice guiding line as to where his eyeball... I need to bring it up more. Jesus. Bring up that line. It's too low. There we go. There we go, and then this one is too high and stuff, and yeah. Made his waterline too dark. But it's fine. I have acrylic paint. I can cover it. Use this one. This version. Better. Not there yet, but better. I need to bring more white into that. Better. It's getting there. Let it dry a bit. Mix up some more of that inference yellow because I want this to be more opaque. I don't like where that's going now. Alright, rip. Swirl it in there. It's fine. Maybe more opaque. Oh, that's too thick. Okay, rip. Should be able to bring this in and blend it out up here a bit. I need some more of that pink coming into there. some of that down here. Also some darker flesh tones here. And it comes in like that. I can bring some here as well. It kind of comes in here. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. To some pinky here. I need to not be afraid to cover up the yellow either. Like, I like it, but also painting a portrait here. Especially here, it can be a bit darker. So, I do like how it's coming out though. Whatever this is doing good. It's going, that's good. Right. Bring this there. And bring some of that light pink into here a bit. I need to not be afraid again to cover the yellow. And also not get paint on my phone whenever I refresh the screen. That would be nice. I need to get a new case for my phone anyways. This one is falling apart. Its whole shtick is to protect the phone. It's life-proof. I only use life-proof for my phone. So, because I'm very clumsy and I'm prone to dropping things. And life-proof's like, yeah, you can drop your phone like 60 feet. It'll be totally fine. And I like that. That's good. That's good. I need stuff like that. I'm very clumsy, chat. You have no idea. You might have some idea if you know me. If you know me, you know. Okay, it's coming along. It's going. Oh, interesting. There's like a reflection here where it's like lighter than it should be because this metal bit of the necklace, or this necklace part is metal and it's reflecting onto the skin. Neat. So, as well. Also, there's a bit of reflection here. Which is eating into the shadows more or less, so. Here's definitely more of a lighter skin tone, to be certain. Yeah, right here and here. And here. getting there slowly. I probably need to do a darker skin tone in this area, but we'll go on with like a lighter one. I think it's fine. It's fine. Use a darker color for the skin, especially here. Blend into it. Yeah, probably need to do more purple here too, but now we'll just do the skin tone. Skin. And blend it a bunch. If I fading if I ooh, that's too yellow. No. Spray it with water. I think here was kind of reddish. Could get away with some of that. It's dark here and here. There. All right. And too, like, he's got really reddish sort of like bags under his eyes, which I must be mindful of. The shading here in like the under eyes. Like that. It's coming along, I think. I don't like how dark that red is. It needs to be a tad bit paler. Maybe. Or just blend it out better. I think it's to start the contrast. I need to figure out how to do that. I am struggling with that. We'll see. I think I need to lighten here. It is lighter on the cheeks, but not terribly light. Well, except here. Can lighten things up too by just adding like a touch of the fluorescent, because that is like the mid-tone, I guess, but it's also super light. Especially right like here, I could use some of that, and here. to remember like where all the values are. I mean, I have the photo up here, so I guess we'll figure it out. So we can go into with these and then put the fluorescent back in. And now it's covering all the spots because the white has covered it all up. Let's see. Probably need to give it like a couple of coats. Yeah, absolutely. I do. I wonder if I can just quickly. Ugh, that's way too white. Frick. Just have it implied on the white. Like I have these highlights here. Sometimes you can just brush in some purple. It won't affect the darker values underneath too terribly much, but it'll just like, you know, still have the darks, or the lights. It'll fill in like the white a little bit. That's too much, frick. I feel like you can dry brush in your values. Little bit. Or not dry them out and brush, I don't know. Try to dry brush. It's an effort. Decidedly an effort. Do I have green? I do have green, because there's like a green gem down here that I need to start putting values in for. And darker, probably this guy for the darker values for that gem. Let's see. Dark line there and here, there. Just there, you guys. You can see it better now. Right. What am I doing? I am needing to mix a little bit of a darker value. It's a bit too red, honestly. Actually, I don't like it. I don't like two. This is being weird. especially this bit. It's needs a bit more contrast. It's a bit better. Bit, not terribly much. Mix some of this gray that I've been using. But I don't like how that's come out. Rip. It's coming along though. I can use it here though. That's where it's needed. Yeah, there we are. It's coming along. I like, actually, that helped a lot, to be honest. This weird, like, gray that I have mixed up out of, like, with the flesh tone and the purples. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's just what we need. There's a little spot up here that needs that gray as well. Should probably stand to cover that a bit. It's too purple. Purple. Better. I don't like this. Yeah. When you squint at the reference image to better understand your values. That's what I do. Squint. Is that you? It's getting there. I don't like this one corner. It needs sharper. Anyways, yeah. Oh, this is too red. Let me see. I need to be a little more. Got a little more red. So probably a flesh tone with some red mixed into it. More red. Too much red. Frick. Just a smidge more red. Yeah, that works. Then a bit of that red can go up here too. Maybe blur it out just a bit and blend it out, whatever. Right, and we go in to do his waterline. point, I'm just really nitpicking. Like, oh, a little dab here, a dab there, blend it. That's a lot of what art is, to be honest. I might be overworking it. We will see. Decidedly not there. No. Okay. There was, I think, like some over here too. I don't like where that went. That's not good. Where does this go? Be a smidge in here. Just blend it in. Thing there. Yep. There's like a little red here, but it's very subtle, so I have to like really blend it so it doesn't like pop. It's here. I do like how it's coming out. Dang. It's still in. It's going. It's going. That's good. No, I need a little bit more of that. Listen, I went in too much with the yellow. Which is a mistake. Maybe? I don't remember. A little bit, it's fine. But, oh, I can use this red purple. No, it just needs to be more white. That's all it needs. A bit more blue. Actually, that's not bad. Maybe? I don't know. It's a bit too gray, honestly. But it's fine. We'll work with it. Add some dynamism to the piece or whatever. That's a bit blue, but alright. Thought it was purple. It's not. sure it's gonna be a pain, but it's fine. Just dry brush it. I can always go back in with like a darker value. This side of the shirt too, that like that's where the reference cuts off here. So really I'm just trying to figure out where the values are when I don't have the reference for it, which is tricky, fun. A bit better, I guess. Always make a really dark purple. Okay. Just getting somewhere, kind of. Oh well, it's fine. Boy, this is drying on my brush. That's unacceptable. Blend it out. Actually, like, it's weird looking at it from my perspective, but then looking at it from above where y'all are seeing it, it's doing alright. It's not as like I'm like, ah, it sucks, and then I look up and I'm like, oh, it does not in fact suck as much as I was expecting it to. Holding your breath so that you can make sure the brush strokes go just so. Right, right. probably this last remaining bit of like the lighter skin tone I will put here. Goodness, this needs to be blended out better. I don't like this section, it's weird. That's looking nice. I don't like this spot, but it's going, it's going. Another layer of the fluorescent, to be sure, is needed. Right, okay. I know there's a highlight, it looks like there's a highlight right there, there's not, it's just that it's wet. It's a little bit wet. I'm gonna try and make some of that inference yellow again, because I don't like the pure titanium white. It's just it needs to be slightly yellow to be a decent highlight. especially in the eyes. See, now that I'm looking at it, this could be a little more red. That. This is honestly a little bit red. It's quite red, now that I look at it. A bit of this to balance it out a bit. Goodness, it's quite red. Hope. I don't like this. I need to make it lighter. along. I think the face is pretty much done. I don't want to touch it too much more because I will just mess it up. Let's see. Alright, I think I'll just focus on the hair bit here. And then I think we'll call it one day. Maybe let's just get the pupils in a little bit. little diamonds that are down here. I really need to work on these pearls. Frick. Can I just paint over them? No. We'll just outline them and apply them. Frick. Just like a lighter purple. Oh, it's actually showing up pretty good. I'm like right nose in it, so like it's like, this looks terrible. But then I look up and it's not bad actually. Okay. Kind of looks like he's wearing pearls, yeah. is almost done. Alright. I think just more on this hair and then I'll call it done because I don't want to overwork it. Like I could probably always do more. That's true for any art piece. And I'll just try and save the paint that I can. It's just too much paint. Nope. I like it like this. See if I can't like scoop up this extra paint and then like preserve it. 'Cause that's a lot of paint here. Scoop. like a concrete gray that this is mixed up to. I like to mix up all the leftover paint just so I don't waste anything, or very little. And this can go in the trash. I think we're done. We're done with this guy. I'm done with him. Well, actually, maybe a little more fluorescent paint, just a touch. Just use up fluorescent paint I have left. Yeah, I think it's done. I'm calling it done. We're calling it done, chat, because, you know, I'm going to overwork it otherwise. We're gonna spray this with a lot of water. And it came with a nice nifty lid. Look. And then I'll put it in the Ziploc. I'm not going to use this one because this one's all gross and it's got paint in it. So I'll get another one. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. I'm going to toss this real quick. Yeah. Thanks for coming to the stream, just for chilling, watching me paint and struggle and have fun. It's always great chatting with you guys. Have a good one. Cosmic Art, Cosmic Leon, well, hello and goodbye. Take care.